he's on the green.
It's about 6 feet to go here.
And that one will go for birdie.
And no change for him leaderboard-wise after that hole. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today.
Ooh, look at that drive go.
And about 210 to the pin from here. Going with the 5-wood.
Very well played golf shot. Hitting this par 5 and 2, it's going to set up some serious possibilities. Oh, that was so close.
And this putt's for birdie.
And he's still in first place after that hole.
And setting up for the par 3 hole.
And here's the 6-iron. This one's looking pretty good.
And about 22 feet to the cup from here.
And from that length, my goodness, that was some putt. Currently sitting at 7 under par for the day.
And on to the 9th hole.
And I doubt he'll be too pleased with that.
And it is looking like this next shot is deep into that rough.
Uh-oh, this is not going to be good.
"15 feet away here.
Ooh, inches away.
And this one for the double.
And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And as he finishes up here on the front 9, Luke, he's found himself in a pretty favorable spot.
Oh, I love this part of any tournament, John. 9 holes to go. They call it the finish, the championship finish. Who's got the strongest mind as well as the most complete game? Will this leader be able to take it all the way to the house? Gee, I hope so.
Thank you, Luke. Now back to the action. Oh, my word. And that was beautiful. Just a great pitch shot straight into the cup. And after that hole, he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard.
And moving on to the 11th hole.
Going with the 6-iron. And this one's looking pretty good.
And this putt is for birdie.
So close.
And this putt's for par.
Ooh, unfortunate.
This one's about 2 feet from the cup.
And no change ranking-wise after that hole.
And now setting up for the par 4 tee-off.
I can't see him being very happy about that. Pretty sure he's going to like that one.
This is looking like 17 feet from here. And this putt's for par.
And finishing the hole with a solid putt.
And after that one, he's still managing to hold on to first place. And teeing off on this par 4.
I think he'll be happy with that.
And here's an 8-iron, and heading for the green. And this putt's for birdie.
And the long putt will drop.
Very nice stroke on that one. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. And now the 14th hole. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. Okay, about 165 yards to the pin. And looks like a 6-iron. And this is looking a bit long, I think.
Yeah, I think you'll like that.
And from here, about 33 feet.
Oh, and it just didn't drop.
And about 4 feet from the cup.
And the par putt will drop.
And they are sitting at 7 under par for the event. And next up is a par 4, folks.
I think this one's going to find the fairway.
Going with the 8-iron.
And I think this shot might have a bit too much club.
And that putt will be
Safely on with a fair distance still to go. Oh, that was close.
And they're about 3 feet away here. And he's still at the top of the leaderboard after that one. And setting up on the 16th tee. Taking a shot with the pitching wedge.
This is heading towards the green. Okay, and he's on the green now.
And this one's for birdie.
Ooh, it looked close. Just didn't go.
And for the par. And after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. Okay, and setting up on the 17th tee.
And just a powerful drive here. And this for the birdie. And a decent little putt there. And after that one, sitting at 8 under par for the day. And that also means he's in first place on the leaderboard. And moving on to the 18th hole. And he will like that. And about 215 yards away. Pretty sure that's the 5 wood. Well, that's no good as far as approaches go. Just not enough club on that one. And that shot ended up still in the bunker. On the final round. And the putt will drop. And Luke, as that last shot goes in, that's propelling him to his second win on this Web.com tour.
That's wonderful golf. To win once is great, but twice superb. And heaven forbid they get that third win, then they're heading straight to the PGA Tour. Well, on behalf of John McCarthy, hello and welcome to our coverage of the Lighthouse Open. My name is Luke Elvey, and my co-commentator is John McCarthy.
Thanks, Luke. And our next golfer on the tees look pretty good this season. They are within that coveted top 25 bracket of the Web.com Tour standings. They've got to be pleased with that for sure.
No question, the ultimate goal of any player on the Web.com Tour is to get their PGA Tour card. If you take care of business in the regular season, well, you don't need to go to the finals. You can head straight to the PGA Tour.
Thanks, Luke. Looking forward to comparing notes later on. And this putt could save par. Ooh, and that was very, very close. This putt is for the bogey. Ooh, that would have been good. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And starting the day off at 2 over. And now let's move to the second hole. Well, I think this one's going to find the short grass. Okay, and from 150 yards out. Going with the 7-iron on this one.
He's got to be pleased with that.
This one's right around 8 feet. And that one will drop for birdie. And as we look at the leaderboard today, the current score to beat is 2 under par. And now the third hole tee off. Well, the approach did find the green, but quite a long distance putt ahead. Yes, about 3 feet to the cup from here. And the par putt will drop. And 1 over for the day after that hole. And now setting up for the par 4. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. Oh my gracious, that was close. And this putt is for par. And a good putt. And that hole has led to him falling down on the leaderboard here. Okay, let's see what the 5th has in store today. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And I think he's overshot the green here, ladies and gentlemen. And this putt could save par. And he is moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And setting up for the par 5 hole. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. And about 205 yards to the pin. Going with the 5-wood here. And it looks like it's going into the deep stuff. Not the best approach shot we've seen today. And the wind is the culprit, no doubt. And about 6 feet to go here. And that putt will drop for par. And as we look at the leaderboard today, the score to beat is currently at 3 under par. And teeing off on this next hole, the wind could come into play. Let's find out. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. Nice shot. I think you'll like that. And this putt is for birdie. And about 30 feet to the cup from here. Ooh. And this putt is for bogey. And 2 over for the day after that hole. And next on the plate is the 8th hole. And here's the 5 wood. All right, and he's on the green. And about 5 feet to go here. For the bird. And he will move up on the leaderboard after that hole. Okay, and on to the 9th. This one's looking pretty good. And apologies to the folks at home. That actually ended up in the rough. I think he's going to like that. And this one's for birdie. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. And that one will drop for par. And Luke, what are you seeing out there? We're heading into the final stretch of this event. Curious as to your thoughts.
Well, John, we'll have to make up 5 strokes at this point in order to capture the leader. It's a tall order, but if you can pull it off, it'll be a spectacular thing to watch.
Thanks, Luke. I think he'll like that. And about 180 yards to the pin. I think that's a 5-iron. Okay, and hitting this par 5 in 2 is going to set up some definite eagle possibilities. Oh my goodness, that was close. 11 feet to the cup. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. And this for the par. And our leader, score to beat today, sitting at 3 under par currently. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. And going with the 6-iron. Looking good. And this is for birdie. And folks, I think this shot's looking too good. And that one drops for the birdie. And he's going to go down to even par after that hole. And that also means he's currently tied for 10th place on the leaderboard. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And about 155 yards out. Looks like a 7-iron. This could be good. It's heading for the green here. 12 feet to go here. Oh, I thought that was going to go. And for the par. And that one's right in the cup. And after that hole, sticking right there in 10th place on the leaderboard. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. Okay, he is now on the green. From here, it's about 11 feet to the cup. Oh, that was very close. And this one's for par. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that one. And that means he's also tied for 11th spot on the leaderboard. And now teeing off on this par 4.
And he can't be too happy with that shot. And I think he's going to like that.
And this putt's for birdie. And that one will drop. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And he's currently tied for 4th place on the leaderboard. And moving on to the 15th hole.
This one's looking pretty good so far.
This one's about 10 feet away. For the birdie. And after that one, sitting at 2 under for the day. And is currently tied for 2nd place on the leaderboard. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off.
I think you'll like that.
And from 150 yards. Going with the 8-iron here. And that approach is on the green. Quite a long putt ahead. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that one's going to go for par. And sitting at 2 under for the day. And he's tied for 2nd place on the leaderboard. And let's see what the 17th has in store. Very nice sand shot. Birdie is very likely. And that one goes in with a bird. And currently sitting at 3 under for the day after that one. And as he tees off here on the 18th hole, you've got to be wondering what's going through his head. Only 1 stroke off the lead.
And I think he's going to like that.
From about $150. And going with the 7-iron on this one. This one's looking good. Okay, he is on. And this next putt is for a final round score of 67. And that putt will drop for birdie. And just like that, Luke, check this out. We have a winner. 3rd win on the Web.com Tour for him.
Don't forget, John, this win also gives them their PGA Tour card. I think they'll be celebrating hard and fast tonight, John. They've deserved it. Well, I'm sure you'll agree we saw some pretty good golf today. Thanks for tuning in. Hello and welcome to the PGA Tour opener for the season. I'm Luke Elby, joined alongside, as always, John McCarthy. And John, always love the first event, particularly for a rookie. Their excitement and anticipation is magnified.
And I guess there's got to be an immense amount of work that goes into this just to get them to this level. What kind of extra skills do they need to play at this kind of high level with this incredible field that they have here today?
Well, of course, the depth of talent gets even greater. We're against the world's best right here. But the one thing that they need to maintain is what they did to get here is what they need to continue. No point changing the plan now that you've made it to the big stage.
Right.
If you're good enough to be a PGA Tour pro, well, that's what got you here. Keep it going. Just improve your weaknesses and play to your strengths.
And just kind of, and just keep that trust your game, and kind of go with that flow and try to write that out.
Absolutely. You don't want to get too far ahead of yourself and think about all the big money on offer and what could happen if you win. It's just stick to the processes and let the outcomes take care of themselves.
Great. Well, that's a great way to kick this event off, and let's check back in after 9 holes, and we'll see how this golfer's faring then. How's that sound?
Looking forward to seeing the action.
Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. And about 150 yards to the pin. And here's an 8-iron. And I think he will like that. And this putt is for birdie. And folks, this is looking too good. And after that hole, he is moving up on the leaderboard. And now, let us see what the third hole has in store. Here's a pitching wedge. And this one's definitely heading towards the green. This one's about 7 feet away. For the birdie. And he's going to move up on the leaderboard after that one. And next up is the par 5. And he's probably going to like that. And about 185 yards to the pin. Going with the hybrid here. That's just poor luck on that approach. And I'm sure he won't get too down on himself. He's been hitting those greens pretty good today. Oh my. Propels him into the top spot on the leaderboard. And here we are on the 5th. Well, so far so good for this one. And nothing wrong with that shot. And this one's for birdie. And that one will drop. And no change in his standings after that hole. And now the 6th hole. Well, that was unfortunate. Just didn't have enough club. And this to save the par. Oh my land, that was very close. And this putt's right around 2 feet. And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store.
And he's got to be happy with that.
Setting up 12 feet away from the cup. Ooh, that was very close. And this one for bogey. And a nice putt. And he's sticking to the same position he was at after that hole. And the 8th hole is next. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And hitting from 195 yards out. Looks like the hybrid is on display here. Fantastic. And hitting this par 5 in 2 is going to open up some real interesting possibilities. This puts about 3 feet away. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And that means he's first overall on the leaderboard. And now the 9th hole. I don't think we'll find some fairway here. And from 160 yards out. Looks like a 7-iron. And this shot's looking pretty good. And this putt is for birdie. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And he's done and dusted with the front 9. Luke, he's found himself in a pretty good spot.
Well, it's always great having the lead, John, but this player doesn't want to switch off because there's going to be a bunch of players wanting to come at them if they're trying to win the championship.
Thanks, Luke. We'll chat again at the 18th. Yeah, it looks like a 5-iron. And that couldn't have been the intended result on that approach. And just not enough club on that one. And this putt to save par. Oh my goodness, close. Very close, but no cigar. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And as we check the standings, he's still in first after that one. And teeing off on this par 4. And a promising looking shot here. And about 140 yards to go. And going with the 9-iron. All right, and the putter's coming out now. This putt's for birdie. Ooh, and it just doesn't drop. This putt's about a 2-footer. And no change in his leaderboard status after that hole. And next up we have a par 5 hole. And nothing wrong with that shot. And about 205 yards to go. Going with the 5-wood. And he won't be too pleased with that. about 13 feet away. Ooh, and that was very close. Just didn't drop. And for the par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And now the 13th hole. Going with a pitching wedge here. It looks like he's going through some trees. This one's about 3 feet from the cup. Ooh, almost. And this for the double bogey. And after that one, he falls out of first place. And setting up now on the 14th hole. This one's questionable as to where it's going to end up. And about 145 yards to the pin. Going with the 8-iron.
And I think he will be pleased with that.
And this for the birdie.
And a nice putt there.
And that puts him into the lead. Let's see what happens here now. And next up is a par 4, folks. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. About 100 yards to the pin from here.
Well, I don't think they meant to do that on the approach. Didn't have enough club on that one.
And tapping in for the par. And after that one, he's still in first place. And now setting up on the 16th tee.
I think you'll like that.
From about 120 yards. Going with the pitching wedge here. And that approach has found the green, but quite far away from the hole at this point. Ooh, that looked good. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And 3 under for the day after that one. And now teeing off on the par 5. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. Fantastic work on this par 5, hitting the green in 2. From 26 feet. Ooh, just missing here. And for the par. And he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard after that hole. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. Well, I think this one's going to find the short grass. And 110 yards or so to the pin. Oh, this is definitely heading towards the green. And with that, he is on the dance floor. And if this drops, it's for a final round score of 68. And that one goes for birdie. And that's going to seal the deal for him, Luke. He has won this event and couldn't have gone to a more deserving fellow.
Oh, you can see the elation on his face. What a performance. He deserved the victory right from the get-go. But this will do a lot for his confidence. I look for him to have a huge season from here on in. Well, on behalf of John McCarthy and all the hard-working staff at HB Studios, thanks for your company.